This is the new Prius C, the latest member in the Prius family. That's right, Prius is now a suite of cars. We have the regular Prius, the original. Then you have the Prius V, which is larger. V stands for versatility, almost like a crossover / Prius wagon. And now we have this smaller Prius called the Prius C. C stands for city, a city runabout. It's a subcompact car that has a full synergy hybrid system, and it's the cheapest hybrid on the market. It starts at under $21,000 at $2,950. So this car competes with other subcompact cars, but also competes with other hybrids. So it kind of falls somewhere in the middle. Should point out right off the top that this is the base model of the Prius C, just under $21,000. And for that, you get hard plastic everywhere, that cheap hard plastic. Now, you have to give Toyota credit. They save money on interior materials, but they have gone about giving you a two-tone approach that makes the car look livelier. It's only when you touch it that you realize that it's not that expensive. So I give them points for making it look attractive. The thing is, for around $21,000, I'm going to use the Kia Rio as an example. You can get a fully equipped Kia Rio, leather seats, backup camera, even navigation, heated steering wheel, heated seats, all of that kind of stuff. I should point out that this Prius C is fairly well equipped though. You get a Bluetooth radio here that connects with the steering wheel controls. You also get an auxiliary jack just above the glove box here, automatic climate control, power windows, door locks, and the computer readout in the dashboard. I do like the fact that they've moved the shifter down here to the center console. The regular Prius has it up here. If you go for the extra packages and kit out the Prius C fully loaded, it's over $25,000. You get the push button start, you get it heated seats, you get the pleather interior. But the problem we have with the Prius C, now you're competing in the subcompact class. For $21,000 you can get a fully loaded subcompact car. For a loaded Prius C, you can get a fully loaded compact car, a bigger car. And that's really the problem with this vehicle. If you're just shopping purely dollar to dollar, you get a lot more content with other cars, but those cars don't have the hybrid system. And that's where you save money in the long run. If you're somebody that drives a lot, a hybrid really is the best way to go to save money on fuel, but you have to give things up, like a plush interior. This more compact Prius is all about a more fun-to-drive attitude and also great efficiency. This car is the most fuel-efficient car on the road that isn't plugged in. So if you have a car that has a plug, obviously you can extend the range of the battery. That doesn't qualify. For just hybrids and regular cars, the most efficient car on the road. And a much better looking car than the Yaris. You kind of wish that the designers at Toyota would spend as much time on the Yaris as they did on this car. The styling is kind of fun. It doesn't have that nerdy quality that the regular Prius has. Not sure I love the color. I got to tell you one thing though, I've driven this car not on a beautiful day like this, but when it was raining for 2 hours and I haven't washed it. So it shows that it can stay fairly clean looking. I'm not sure if the seafoam green aqua color is for you. Now the battery in this Prius C is underneath the cargo area at the back. It takes a little bit of lower space from the cargo compartment, but it's what you typically expect from a subcompact car. The seats fold down to give you extra cargo capacity. This is a small car, but for somebody that's in the market for a Prius but doesn't have kids, maybe a couple or a single person, this might be a better alternative if you live in the city. This Prius C is a little bit more engaging to drive than the regular Prius because it's smaller, it's got a shorter wheelbase, and it's over 500 pounds lighter. But that's really faint praise because the Prius is not an engaging car to drive at all. This one's marginally better. You still have the same electric power steering, which is not that precise. It's a bit better on the highway. You get the electronic continuously variable transmission, which gives you that motorboat effect. You push on the gas, the engine drones, and then the car finally catches up. If you're looking for an engaging car to drive, any Prius is not the car you should be choosing. You're choosing this car because it's going to do everything you need in a city runabout. It's rated at 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers in the city. That's 81 miles to the gallon. And 4 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, which is 71 miles to the gallon. Now, I didn't get exactly close to that. The best number I got was just under 5 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, and that's trying actually. I've never really been able to get close to the posted fuel numbers with any hybrid car. The best numbers I get of all cars are some of the new clean diesels. So this car is for somebody that really wants a small runabout for the city, doesn't need the full size of the regular Prius, and is looking for good fuel economy. Don't expect to get the fuel economy that is posted unless you really try at it. You're going to get something that's fairly close. In the 10 plus years that hybrids have been for sale in Canada, the needle hasn't moved that far. They still don't have a much bigger market share than they did when they were first into the market. As I mentioned off the top, this car kind of falls in between two categories. For straight subcompact car buyers, this one looks expensive. For a comparable price range, you can get a fully kitted out subcompact car with leather seats, backup camera, navigation, everything. Now this car does seem cheaper than the regular Prius by about $5,000. So if you're somebody that's in the market for an ultra fuel saving car and you like the idea of a hybrid and you don't carry kids and a lot of other stuff around, this will be the ticket. That's who's going to be attracted to this car. I wish that Toyota had spent a little bit more time on the inside of the car to justify the price tag.